everybody. I'm going to tell you another one of my funny dating stories. This one's pretty funny. It happened quite a while ago, but wait till you hear this story. This is one of those stories you're like, you got to be kidding me. Well, I was at Marquette University, and I was a freshman, and I was with a friend of mine from Maine. And, he and I went downtown to downtown Milwaukee, and we were probably 19 years old at the time. And we were drinking at this bar, and we got hammered. And what happened is we just kept walking to bar as we were walking back towards school. So there was a bar there, and it was called the Ad Lib. Didn't know what it was all about. We walked in and sat down at the bar and started drinking, and what it was is a strip club. But a unique strip club, I guess is the word. And when I say that, here's what happened. And remember, he and I were both pretty inebriated. We're young and, in Milwaukee and partying our butts off. Next thing you know is this beautiful girl comes out on stage, and she was a French-Canadian Indian, if that makes any sense. And her stage name was Miss Fancy. And she did her dances. Now, this was not a real strip club because they kept their clothes on. They were dancing and no poles and none of that stuff. They were on like a stage, if that makes any sense to you. So picture this. I've got my friend next to me. We're both sitting at the bar, and in front of the bar is this girl's dancing. Beautiful girl. And, these are the crazy days, the drug days and everything. So I'm telling you, I just had a lot of fun, and I was just having a lot of fun there. And next thing you know is I took a liking to her. She was beautiful, and she took a liking to me. So after her songs were done, she came off the stage and she sat next to me and she said, the proverbial, "Hey, would you buy me a drink?" I'm like, "Sure, of course." So she had some kind of a drink. We started talking. Beautiful girl. And when I say beautiful, I mean she was absolutely gorgeous. Then she said, "Oh, wait till you see my friend. She's going to be dancing next." I said, "Okay, great." Now, remember, we are drunk. My buddy and myself are both drunk. When you're drunk, you don't listen to anything and you don't hear too much. And so she's mumbling something in my ear. The music is loud, and I don't know what's going on. And I said to my friend Jerry, I said, "I don't know what she's saying, but she's beautiful." And he said, "Yeah, she is beautiful." Well, before you know it, the girl that's on stage, she comes down and she starts talking to my friend Jerry. So she's talking to my friend Jerry, and the girl that I'm looking at, Miss Fancy, she's talking to me. And they both said, "Hey, where do you guys live?" And I said, "Well, I have an apartment down the street." She goes, "Let's go over there and smoke a joint." I said, "Okay, great." And, I'm like, great. Now, remember, she's talking to me, and I don't know what she's saying because the music is loud, and we're drunk. Well, we start walking to my apartment, and the four of us, we get in the apartment, we go upstairs. I'm on the 4th floor, and I've got a king-size waterbed. And what do we do? Of course, we're laying on the waterbed, and Jerry's with this girl, and I'm with my girl, Fancy, Miss Fancy. And I've got my tongue down her throat, and we're, proceeding to do what college people do, have fun. Well, the next you know, I'm there with my girl, and Jerry's with his girl. And remember what I said. Fancy kept talking to me and telling me things. Well, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear this cold scream. I mean, curdling scream. Like somebody just stuck a knife into somebody. And I looked at Jerry, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he goes, Rick. I'm like, "What, Jerry? What? Rick. He kept yelling. I said, "What?" "She's got a dick." Well, what do? I burst out laughing. I can't help it. I burst out laughing. And he's white as a ghost. And Fancy looked at me and she said, "Rick, I told you that she was a guy." I said, "When?" She said, "At the bar." And all you kept saying is, "Yeah, okay." I said, "Well, I couldn't hear you." So she said, "Well, why'd you say it was okay?" I said, "Because if I didn't know what's going on, everything's okay." Okay? Well, let me tell you something. Jerry never, ever forgot about that. He's my buddy from Maine. And if I ever talk to him or whenever we talk, he still talks about that night. So, I mean, you got to realize something. That was in the 70s. Today, it's normal. Well, I mean, whatever is normal is normal. But in the 70s, that wasn't normal. That, to us, in those days, if you got involved with that, was funny. Today, it's like, not a big deal. But that's just another story that you want to hear about. And will it make it into one of my books? I don't know. But it is kind of funny, don't you think? I thought you'd like that. So do me a favor, please tell your friends, tell your families to please subscribe to my channels. I mean, I keep telling you stories and you're not subscribing to my channels. Or you guys are, but your friends aren't. Have your friends do it, please. Appreciate it. Thank you.